take the lead of every step I make, even if you tell my feet to wait, 'cause where you are is where I wanna be. The depth of me is calling for the deep. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you.
Well, good morning, Lufkin Central and online worship community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here. And as we close out another week in our Jesus and Coffee morning devotionals, we are still in Matthew chapter 5 in our Sermon on the Mount series. Matter of fact, Monday we will close out Matthew chapter 5. Where we will be talking about love for enemies. But today we're talking about an eye for an eye. That at the very heart of it speaks to retaliation, um, um, appropriate retaliation, if you will, and there is a lot of Old Testament language in this, just kind of leading to this whole system of understanding that you have the right to pay back what somebody has done to you, if you will, right? Somebody harms you, you have the right to return that. You have the right to respond to that. Deuteronomy 19:21, show no pity, life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot. And so when Jesus says here, you have heard that it was said, this is what he's talking about. He's talking about what comes up in there in Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 21, as we just mentioned. So we'll do what we usually do. We'll read a little, issue a challenge, and send you on your day and into your weekend. Hear the word of the Lord, Matthew chapter 5, 38 through 42. You have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth, just like we just talked about Deuteronomy 19:21. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if someone wants to sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. If someone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. I have read and listened to a lot of a variety of thoughts on this, and the one that has spoken to me just profoundly, that I recall, uh, and I wish I could remember who it was that was talking about this, but he said one thing we need to take into consideration is the world in which Jesus is born into, and the world in which uh, you have heard that it was said long ago that they were given these. They are a people who just in Deuteronomy, there are people who are receiving this law, the Torah. They just they've been in Egypt, right, in slavery, and so they've understood. Many of them were born into slavery, and now they were venturing to they were heading to a land that was not their own, that was occupied by others. And so you don't know what you're going into, right? And the expectations that are there for you, that you are trying to essentially, yes, take back a land that was promised to you, or to take hold of a land that was promised to you generations ago. And so then when you connect that again to Jesus's day, what's Jesus born into? Jesus is he's born into a world where God's people, they're in slavery. This time it's not to the Egyptians, but it's to the Romans. And so long ago, you have those who understood that when their slave masters said, as the evil person, You may have wanted eye for eye, tooth for tooth, all these kind of things. You may have been, but there were some situations that you couldn't repay that. But when that evil one slaps you on one cheek, you turn the other cheek. You may have wanted to retaliate. When they tell you to do this, you give that to them. But what I love here, the beauty in the midst of what happens here is he says when someone forces you, an oppressor, slave master forces you to go 1 mile, instead of offering back retaliation, instead of offering back just, I'll show them, you come back with a totally different form of response. You come back with the moral strength of non-retaliation. You come back and now listen, I'm not saying let somebody walk all over you. That's not what I'm saying. But you show them. You show them your moral strength. You show them that it's not about retaliation. It's about grace, forgiveness, love, and mercy. Now, it's easy to offer those things to friends, to ones who don't oppress you. But Jesus says, don't resist the evil person. Use that as a moment to show the love, grace, mercy, and forgiveness of Jesus. So that's your challenge. How are you going to, when someone seeks to put you in your place, when someone seeks to remind you what you have and what you don't have, who you are and who you don't know, and they seek to lord over you their position, their power, their authority, my challenge to you is to come back with the moral strength of non-retaliation, but to not resist that moment where you can show the love, grace, mercy, and forgiveness of Jesus. You up to the challenge? Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Y'all have a great day. Have a great weekend. See you tonight and tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for our evening devotional. God bless.
I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Your heart, your ways, show me your face, your song and your voice break through the noise. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. No, I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you, God. Whisper to me secrets of your heart, 'cause I want to discover all you are. I'm leaning into heaven for a glimpse, and I will partner with your presence here again. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Your heart, your ways, show me your face, your song and your voice break through the noise. I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. No, I don't want it if you're not in it. I just want you. Just want you, God. All that I see, be my